What's up, players? So I want to make a video about one of the changes that came with the most recent update, the most recent event. Um, so they changed what? Or 1 second, I gotta shut a door. Wife's trying to sleep in the bedroom. All right, yeah, my wife just got in bed. But I took a nap. I just got up. Okay, so when you click on your when you click on your city, there's different options here now. I think it's Defense General, Troop Detail, and Blazon. I think those are the new ones. But we just had our Battle of Constantinople tonight, and I got to use it for the first time. I checked it out beforehand and noticed a few differences. So I have a full set of attack blazons and defense blazons for all troop types, and then I have a third set for mounted for killing monsters. But check this out. So I'm in my attack blazons right now. Watch this. I go to swap to defense. As long as I have that check marked before the battlefield, it's always check marked. Look at this. It swaps all four blazon sets to my defense sets. You know how much faster that is than to go in my city? Like a rally's on me, or maybe four rallies start in my city. Sometimes to go inside my city, it'll take 5 seconds. Then to go click on one of my troop buildings, and then to click on all four of my blazons to change their set. Well, that'll change all four at the same time, but to click on all four of them to change them to defense, like you have seconds. You might have 10 seconds maximum. Like I've been in Chalons, I've been in All Stars, I've been rallied, and every time that's happened, I have swapped all my Blazons, but like I just barely, I'm talking like a second to spare, get the last fourth Blazon swapped. So it's so much faster now. I don't have to go in my city. It's right here. I can swap to my Blazons. I'm getting attacked. I have my attack blazons on. Boom. Defense blazons on. You know what that enables me to do? Like it takes less than half the amount of time now to swap them. You know what that enables me to do? Now, now I don't have to use my all troops Ares gear regular equipment throughout the whole battlefield. Now I can have equipped my my all attack, pay to win, gear that you get from the main event packages. The level nines are, let's see, oh, it's only 49%. It's only 49%. 49%. But I thought it was actually higher than that. What's the what's the percent on the regular Ares gear? It's like 42, right? Hold on. Or the I have level 10. It's hard to get level 10 with the which is the purchase stuff. So 49% versus I think this is 42, right? Well, it might not even be worth it to it might not even be worth it. Yeah, 42. It's 49% for the level 9s of the package stuff. It's 42% for the level 10s of the ones you can level these up just by spending gems. It takes a while to get to 11. Let me shut this down. I get some horrible video lag when I'm trying to make videos now. It started happening a couple months back. Never had an issue. Never had an issue before, but the fan went in my laptop. The cooling fan. Um, so this will actually be when I get these to 11. That will be the same as level 9 of the main event Ares gear. Huh. That'll be the same as level 9. It's hard to get to 11 though. From level 10, I think you have to spend like 10 million more gems or something to get to level 11. It's a lot. Alright, so it might not be worth it to be in the other Ares gear version since it's only 7% difference. But anyways, I can swap my Blazons a lot faster. Like, it's convenient. I swap my Blazons all the time now. Like I mean, it's just so fast to do it. Click on my city, click 2 buttons, all my Blazons are swapped. You know, if you're gonna send reinforcements or you're gonna reinforce a building, I'm always in my battlefields, in regular battlefields, right? Our bombs and our blocks, like I'm always reinforcing like 3 people. So it takes a while to swap the Blazons the way I was doing it before this update. So I was like starting the battlefield with my defensive Blazons on, and when everyone got in positions, I'd initially send out my first 3 people I was gonna reinforce, and then I wouldn't worry about swapping my Blazons again after that. But now, I mean, I can send out those reinforcements and go back. I can go back to my Blazons, change back to attack, or change back. Defense is my second one. Not that that matters, but change them all. When one of the people I get is zeroed, and it's time to send one of my 3 marches out to someone else, and just swap to those Blazons like that. Send out my march, swap them back to offense. It's pretty fucking nice. It might be one of the nicest changes. It might be one of the nicest changes we've ever had. Um, now some people have it set up to have you also have access to your wall general here too, right? Like some people have set up where they have 2 wall generals, and they have one with their choreo gear with percentages, and then they have another one with their Parthian gear with all flats for mounted. And what they do is well, I gotta swap back to Sharp. What they do is once most or close to all of their high level mounted have been killed, they swap to their they swap to their other defensive general with with the flat Parthian gear on. Like it's a little riskier, right? Like you could take a hit with no wall general. That means you don't even have like any of the percentages from his statistics, right? Like it's pretty risky to do that. I made a full set of Parthian gear. I refined all the equipment, but I've never actually swapped to it. I know Genghis has a set of Parthian gear. He doesn't swap the wall general, I don't think, but he individually swaps out like all 6 pieces of the Parthian flat damage once most of his mounted are dead, or so he's told me. Not that he's getting rallied and close to zeroed often anymore. So I might have wasted a bunch of refining stones, but for those players that do that, it's a little bit easier now, not having to go into your city, and it's just right over your keep. It's right over your keep. Because if you're doing one of those if you're doing either one of those things, going into your city to swap your Blazons, or going into your city to change your defense general, or change your defense general's gear, What you might be skipping and not have time for is to share your location. This is key. Share your location. That's the first thing you need to do if you want to get reinforcements on your rally. Well, I have time to do that. Like, I'm gonna be clicking on my city to go to my Blazons. I can share my location. Boom, click on my city again. Swap my Blazons. You know what I'm saying? Like it because you have such a small amount of time before you're actually hit with the rallies. Changing it to here gives you those seconds where you can do those things now. You can do those things and not almost have a heart attack while it's happening. Like, it's pretty fucking stressful. Like, you might be reinforcing two or three other people, so you have to pull out the window just to see if the warning you're getting is because someone that you're reinforcing is getting rallied or you yourself are getting rallied. So you have to click on that first. That takes, between clicking on it, looking at it, clicking on something else, you're talking about a couple of seconds. You only have a max of like maybe 10 seconds, right? Going into your city, like I said, sometimes it can take 5 seconds to load into your city, especially in battlefields with all the lag you can have. Can't see where my cursor is out on my screen. Okay, yeah. Like sometimes it'll suck up half the time you got just trying to go into your city. Like now it's not too bad, but it's like over a second, right? Like that's more than a second. Like that's like 2 seconds going in and out of my city. I don't have to do that anymore. So so that's GG. As far as swapping the Blazons, I guess that's what I really wanted to show in my video. A lot of people might not have noticed that because they only have one set of Blazons for all troops, so they're never swapping. They're never clicking these buttons to see this message because they only have one set. But yeah, you just uh, you just do that. Now I have a third set for my mounted. I got my mounted troops available for my team to use to rally, so I'll just swap back to my monster set individually. Um, so those are great changes. I don't see those changes. It's nice when the game makes a good change like that I've never seen like recommended by the community anywhere that of the forums and discords and stuff that I look at on a recurring basis. So it's nice to see a change like that really makes a lot of sense and will be useful to the player base. Makes me feel a little bit better about the management of the game. Like these guys really, maybe some of them play or they care about it enough. They do enough testing. They realize like, oh, if we change this, it'll be useful to people. Um, but then again, they just incorporate the cultivation for Blazons, so you get a lot more statistics from Blazons. Maybe they just want to give people the coin more because now that's a little easier to actually swap sets of Blazons, encourage people to get more Blazons now or something like that. Who knows? But I like it and just wanted to throw out a real video or a quick video about that. Um, because like I said, we just had battlefields and it was useful. It made a difference for sure.